please say and spell both your first and your last name for the record and for the jury?
Linda, Linda, Rudolph, Rudolph.
All right, thank you very much. You may inquire, Mr. Shiner.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where do you live, Miss Rudolph?
550 Teak Drive, Lake Park, Florida.
Okay, and how long have you been living there approximately?
27 years.
And are you married?
I'm a widow right now.
Okay, and when did that happen? When did your husband pass?
He passed away in 2017.
And just briefly, what happened to him? Briefly.
My husband was working.
You got to talk in the mic. It's hard to hear you.
My husband, Daryl Sr., was working, and he had got shot, they said, accidentally at his birthplace.
All right. After that, did that kind of change how you felt about security?
Yes, I was so, just for safety, I just went and secured my whole house with 9 cameras, and one I had a door ring bell, so I had 10 in all.
And did your husband's death affect you?
Yes, it did.
Are you able to sleep even today?
No, I haven't.
All right. Do you have any children?
I have 3 children.
Is Travis your youngest son?
Yes.
How old is Travis?
27.
And do you have any other children?
I have my son, Daryl Rudolph Jr., and I have my daughter, Tierney Purnell
Okay, how old is
Coleman.
how old is Daryl Rudolph?
Daryl Rudolph is 30,
Okay, and how about?
maybe 31.
Okay, are you close with Daryl?
Yes,
And does he help take care of you?
yes,
Does he help financially also with bills?
yes.
How about Travis? When was he there the whole time, or was he missing from your home for a few years?
He was going away to college, and then he went to the NFL. And then when he got towards ACL, he came back home. And then he was living at my home.
Okay. Judge, is there that's kind of loud, isn't? Is there a way to?
What?
That's kind of loud. That fan. It's hard for me to hear. Maybe.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, and Tierney, how old is she? Approximately.
Tierney is 37.
All right, now you a grandma also from some of her children?
Yes, I have. Well, I had 2 grandchildren, one deceased, and
Sorry about that. How about Daryl? Does he have any children?
no,
And how about Travis?
no.
All right, you said Travis went away for college.
Yes.
Where did Travis? Where did he grow up? What area?
He grew up in Lake Park, at my home that I'm recently living in now,
And was that with Daryl and
with
Tierney?
my husband, Daryl Sr. and Daryl Jr. and Tierney. Then she got married, and then she moved on her own.
All right. Does Daryl? Is he also known by another name?
DJ.
Now, when Travis, where did Travis go to school? What area?
He went to elementary, North Palm Elementary. Then he went to the middle school of Jupiter Middle, and then the high school, Carter Newman, and then he went to Florida State.
And was he a good student?
He was a AB honor roll student.
How about Daryl?
Daryl was also, I say, a B average student.
All right. Did he go to school also in Palm Beach County, Daryl?
Yes, he went to Palm Beach Garden, then he went to Palm Beach State and studied agriculture and farming.
Okay. All right. So after your husband's death, you said you bought some cameras.
Yes, I had ended up having 6 cameras at the time of the incident, and then afterwards I ended up getting 3 more flood ring cameras.
All right, but let's go back to April 7th of 2021. Do you know what kind of cameras you had that day?
Yes, I had the Night Owl, I had 6 of them, and also had the ring camera.
All right, let's
doorbell.
talk about the Night Owl cameras. Where were they?
I had 3 in the front, and then I had 1 on the east side, and then I had also 1 on the west side.
How about facing the backyard? Any in the backyard?
Yes, I had one in the backyard as well.
Does Daryl or DJ have animals in your backyard?
Yes, my son, he has chickens, he has a pig, he had ducks. He just a animal person. He had even some dragon lizard that he also have.
Dragon lizard?
Well, that's what I call it. It looked like just a lizard, alligator to me, but it's.
How big is it?
I don't really
show
bother
us.
with it, but it's about this long.
Like a foot or a little over a foot?
Yes.
And do y'all have property in Alabama with horses and a farm?
Yes, my husband have like over 50 acres over in Alabama.
Is that where Daryl actually wants to be?
Yes.
He's helping you?
Yes.
Okay. Are you currently working?
No.
Were you working back in April 7th of 2021?
I was. Then about 2018, I stopped working.
2018 you stopped working?
Yes.
How come?
Because I had a lot going on. I just had a lot going on with my husband's death.
Oh.
And I just couldn't do it at the present time.
What kind of work did you used to do before he passed?
I was an office assistant at the Healy Center and also worked at the hospital also as an office assistant.
What's the Healy Center?
Healy Center is a nursing home.
Okay, and what hospital did you work at?
It used to be called Columbia, and now it's Palm West right now.
All right. You did that for many years?
Yes, and also worked at the bank for over 20 years, and then I changed my career field and got into the medical part as an office assistant receptionist.
And then after your husband passed, you weren't able to do that anymore?
No.
All right, so let's go back to April 7th of 2021. You told us where the cameras were. Where was the recording device?
It was inside my living room. I had like a monitor that was facing up on top of the wall.
Why'd you have a monitor on the wall?
So I can see who's coming in and out.
Did you ever have that before your husband passed away?
No,
So why'd you put it up after? I mean, why'd you need that?
because I'm a widow and I was afraid that once my son, Daryl Jr. DJ, leave, that I want to make sure I had security because I was really by myself.
And you could see pretty much all angles outside?
Yes,
And this is the night owl cameras?
yes.
How did you record those cameras, or did you believe you were recording them?
They was being recorded. I called the night owl because one time I had a problem. And with the night owl, you actually monitor your own cameras. And the gentleman told me as long as I had it on red, it's being recorded. So at the present time, I for sure that they was being recorded because it was on red.
Did you have any kind of app on your phone to?
Yes, I had an app on my phone with the Ring as well as the night owl.
All right, we'll talk about the Ring in a minute, but I'm talking about the night owl. Did you back in April of 2021? Did you have an app on your phone for that?
Yes, I did.
And were you able to? What would that app do? What could you do with it?
You can see each camera. Like I had 6 cameras, and you can see each one of them, and you can see from all of surround my house.
And how about at night? Were you able to see at night?
Yes,
You know if those cameras were motion activated or are they working all the time?
they was motion activated. They was working all the time.
So, well, motion activated means it works when.
As someone walked by, you can see them moving.
Was it on if nobody was walking by? Could you still see outside?
Yes,
Oh, you could.
yes,
24/7.
yes.
Did you ever? And let's go back to April of 2021. Before that date, did you ever have to look at the videos to see anything on there to see if it was being recorded?
Yes, I had a problem one day, and I called the night owl because it wasn't. I didn't think it was working, and then one of the customer service rep walked me through it and told me that as long as it's on red, it's being recorded. So I never had to bother with it.
But did you ever go back and I'm not talking today. Let's go April, because you don't have your system today, right? The police took it.
The police took it.
All right, but let's go back before the police took it. Did you ever go back before April of 2021 and have to find a video from a day before, a week before, a year before? Did you ever do anything like that?
I have done it.
And were you able to find the videos?
Yes.
All right. Who controlled whether it was being recorded or not?
Yeah, you monitored yourself. That was a system that you update and monitor everything. It's not like you was paying for a service. Once you bought the cameras, it's your responsibility to activate it and look at it, see if it's being recorded. And then if you have any questions, you can call them. They had a number where you can call them.
Well, but who was responsible in your family? Were you the one? Was it DJ? Was it Travis?
Well, I gave them all the password where we all can look at it, but normally I had it on my phone. I don't know if Travis or DJ downloaded it on their phone, but I did have it on my phone.
Did you believe your recorder was working back on April of 2021?
Yes.
Because there was testimony it was only working a couple of days every month. Do you know anything about that?
No.
It was only set sporadically, a day here, a day there.
No. It was when I called, they told me all I had to do is make sure that the North recording is on red, and that says that's being recorded. And that day, I know it was being recorded because on my phone, when I checked my ring, I also checked that one. It showed that they both was being recorded.
All right, so you have no idea why the police were unable to get the recordings?
No. The only thing I can think of is when they took it out, they probably, because it's like a DVR, VCR rather, and I guess when they stashed it out, they could have had erased it.
All right, but did you have anything to do with erasing any film?
No.
Anyone in your family did?
No.
All right, let's go back to April 7th, 2021. Do you remember what you did that day?
Yes. I went to my sister's house for Bible study, and
She lived, not the address, but what city?
she lived in Revere Beach.
And about how far from your home?
I say about, if it's a good time, about 15 minutes.
All right, and how'd you get there?
I drove
And there was what kind of car do you have?
at a Lexus.
And where do you normally park?
I normally park in my driveway, but my sister's house I park in her side block.
All right,
Which is
but in your home you park in your driveway.
yes.
Where does Travis normally park?
He usually park in the front on the side of the house, and then Daryl Jr., which is DJ, park right behind him.
Okay. That day on April 7th, before you left home, did you see anything or notice anything wrong?
No.
Do you know Dominique Jones?
Yes.
And I'm not asking you today. I'm asking you to go back to April 6th or 5th or 4th. What was your relationship with Dominique Jones?
Dominique was my son's girlfriend, and I had a relationship with her. Like, I treated her like she was my own daughter.
Okay. Were you very close with her, or medium, or how would you characterize it?
I say just like you treat your own child. Like, I really had a lot of love for her.
Were you ever involved in Travis's and Dominique's relationship before this incident happened?
No, I just talked to her like, a daughter, and talked to my son as well.
But did either one ever confide in you, hey, Travis hasn't seen me in 30 days, or I'm upset with him because he's in Miami? You know anything about that? Or
No.
all right. So day to day, you weren't totally involved or really involved in their relationship?
No.
Do you remember what time you left your home that day on April 7th?
Well, we usually have Bible study at 7, so I probably got to my sister's house maybe about 6:45.
Okay, and that's PM, obviously.
Correct.
And when you get there, what do you do?
When I get to my sister's house, we had Bible study. Immediately after Bible study, we was watching a movie, and then I got a call for Dominique. She was very hostile and irate, and she said, "Mom, you better come get your son Travis, because I'm finna have my brothers and his friends to come fuck him up and kill him." But I didn't think that she was going to put a hit on him. I the phone dropped or she hung up the phone, so I had text her.
Let me slow you down. When you get that call from her, do you have any idea what was going on?
No, because she was screaming and hollering, and I couldn't really understand her, but that's when I text her.
Okay. Did you try calling her back?
No, I didn't call her. I just text her.
What'd you text her?
I said, Dominique, I don't know what's going on with you and Travis. I said, but you both are grown. I say, if you all not getting along, you need to move on. I say, I love you like my own daughter. I don't teach my son to be disrespectful. I say, I will talk to Travis and I will let you calm down and I will call you later. And then she texts me back and say, he has the wrong one. That's all I'm going to say.
He has the wrong one?
Yes.
How were you feeling when you heard all these threats and he has the wrong one?
Actually, I didn't know what to think because I never thought that she would actually put a hit on my son, and I didn't know she was married. And I actually thought that she was just born off steam. I didn't have an idea she was gonna.
Were you concerned?
I was concerned, so I told my sister that I was gonna leave, and I left for probably about almost 10:45, close to 11 o'clock. And then when I get home, I view my video cameras, and I noticed that she was the one that was beating on Travis and busting them all in the head. So as I was viewing the cameras, my son Travis.
Let me slow you down. What camera were you viewing?
I was viewing the Ring camera.
Did you see any other cameras that night?
Actually, I just looked at the Ring camera because that's the normally one that I normally look at. The night eye camera, it's a monitor that I just look up in my house, but I also can look on the phone as well. So I had them both downloaded, but I actually looked at the Ring camera.
All right, so you're looking at the Ring camera. When did you get that Ring camera? Do you remember? Approximately, not the.
Well, my husband passed, so in 2017. It's probably was like either late 2017, 18.
And you have that monitor. You pay a service and you have it on your
Yes,
phone?
yes.
All right. So, what did you see? When you got home, you looked at the Ring camera on your phone?
Correct.
What did you see?
I seen that Travis and Dominique was getting into an argument, and as Travis was going in the house, he was trying to tell his brother to open up the door, and as he was going into the house, she just started beating them all in the head. So at that time, I had went inside the room, and Travis was laying in his bed in his pajamas looking at TV.
Let me slow you down. Did you ever see Dominique and Travis ever get into it like this?
Valentine's Day, I actually didn't see it, but I seen it on my camera, and I told her that she cannot be bringing nothing like that to my home. That's not good.
Similar type behavior?
Yes.
Violence?
Yes.
See Travis do anything to her back in Valentine's Day?
No, because I really wasn't there. When I seen the camera, that's when I seen what was going on.
All right. So that was the first sign something was going on?
Yes.
And that was Valentine's Day of 2021?
Yes.
All right. So where do you look at this video? In your car?
No, actually, I have my cell phone, so I look at it on my phone, or I can look at it on my TV.
All right, but where are you when you're looking at it? You're in the house?
I was in the house.
All right. And after you look at that, what do?
I had went into Travis' room to find out what actually went on. And when I went into Travis' room, he was laying in the bed with his pajama pants on, looking at TV. And DJ also was in there. And I was asking him, tell me what's going on with Dominique. She called my phone very hostile, irate, saying that she's going to have her brothers and his friends to come kill you. I said, what's going on, Travis? Then as he was explaining, and DJ was trying to explain what happened, then we heard a bam, bam, bam.
Let me stop it. Did you talk to your daughter, Tierney, at all before you heard that bam, bam, bam noise?
No.
All right. When you were talking to DJ and Travis, were they trying to calm you down and say they don't believe she's going to do anything?
Yes, because I actually didn't think she would actually do this.
Do you know any of Dominique Jones's family?
I have met her mother and also met her brother.
You know how many times you met the mother and brother before that night?
One time at my daughter's birthday party, a Christmas party and my daughter receptionist party.
Did you know much about the mother, Dominique's mom or brother?
No, I just met her just through the, Christmas and the other holidays that, we had for my daughter birthday.
And you mentioned you didn't know Dominique was married at the time?
No, I definitely didn't know she was married. She would have never even came into my house if I knew that.
Did you have any knowledge about, you said your son tore his ACL. Do you remember when that was? When Travis did that?
He was at the New York Giants, and he tore his ACL. And then he ended up going to Miami, and deja vu, the same thing.
And did he have surgery?
Yes.
Do you remember how much before April of 2021 he had it repaired through surgical procedure? If you remember, if you don't.
I can't remember, but I know it was during the same time he was out from Miami. He was getting rehab.
All right. Was your son taking it serious that he wanted to get back into football?
He wanted to get back.
Was he working out every day?
Yes.
And do you know where he went to work out?
He was working down in Miami.
Do you know any of Travis's friends who may be in the NFL?
Yes.
And do some of them have very big contracts?
Yes.
You were, if your son Travis had any firearms?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember if he got them there around the time after or his dad and your husband passed?
Yes.
Did you know what kind of firearms or no?
I didn't know what kind, but I know after my husband passed, with security and safety, he made sure that the house was secured.
When he was home?
When he was home.
How about Daryl or DJ? Did he have any kind of firearms?
No.
When your son Travis would leave the home and go out with his friends or just go to practice, do you know if he carried a concealed firearm? If you know.
I don't know.
Okay. Did you feel safer with Travis having guns in the house?
I feel safe, yes.
Okay. So you were about to tell us the door started banging. What time do you think this was about approximately on April 7th, 2021?
It had to be close to 12 o'clock. It had to be close to 12 or maybe a little before 12. I'm not for sure because I wasn't looking at the time because at the present time, DJ Travis and I was speaking with each other.
Okay. Did you get startled when the door banged like that?
Yes.
Did you know who it was?
No, I actually thought that Dominique had done called the police at the time. So I actually didn't know who was knocking at the door, especially that time of night.
Why did you think it was the police? Because something like that made sense, possibly?
It makes sense because she was already said that she was upset, saying that she was going to have my son, Travis, I better come get him because I'm having my brothers and his friends to come kill Travis, and he got the wrong one.
Okay. So you thought the police got involved somehow?
Yes.
All right. Was it the police?
Repeat yourself.
Was it the police who came to your home?
No.
After the door knocks, or whatever fashion it happened, tell us what happened then.
What happened was my son DJ, he went to the door, and he was already, upset about what Dominique did. So with the cameras, it's like my cameras is right here, and when he went to the door,
Let me slow you down. So your cameras, you said, are right here.
my cameras is.
What room is it in?
It's in the hallway. His is
Where's it facing?
It's facing towards the kitchen.
All right. How about if you're in the living room? Can you see it?
Yes.
If you're in the kitchen, can you see the screen?
Yes.
So when you say cameras, you mean the actual computer monitor?
It was the monitor.
Or do you have any cameras inside or just outside?
Just on the outside, just the monitor on the inside.
All right. So when you come out of Travis's room, if you look up, could you see the cameras, or can you see him if you just come out normally? Or you have to look up?
You have to actually, if you coming out Travis' room and you coming through the hallway, in order for you to see the monitor, you have to turn your head back to look at it.
Okay. So you said DJ or Daryl, he goes first?
Yeah, DJ went first.
Did you see him once he leaves the room, or you
No,
lose sight?
Travis and I was still in the room at the time.
And what happens next? What do you hear? What do you see?
Well, what happened was I heard DJ telling them, "This is my mom's house. Please don't bring this to my mom's house." And when I heard that, I immediately came outside. And when I came outside, I seen a crowd of 4 to 5 men out there. And I told them, I say, "You all please leave. I have cameras all around my house."
How are you saying it, the way you are now or differently?
I was saying it as I'm speaking now.
Okay. Were you nervous?
I was scared. I told them, I said, I was really in fear because when I came out, I told them, I said, "I have cameras all around my house." I said, "The police going to be coming." I said, "Y'all please leave." I said, "I have it on the video that Dominique was aggressive. I can show you the video." I say, "But y'all need to leave." Then,
Hold on. Did anyone listen to you?
no, one of the men that had the high top dreads came to me. He said, "We want Travis, Ma. You need to go back in the house because we come to handle this. We come to handle this."
Why'd you go outside?
Because I heard my son saying that this is my mom's house. Y'all need to leave. Please leave. So me being a mother, I try to get him away from my house before the police or anyone come because I didn't want nobody to get hurt or anything. I tried to de-escalate it, and none of them was listening to me. I don't know if they was on drugs or I don't know. They just weren't listening.
Did you recognize any of these men?
I didn't know none of the men. I think the one with the hoodie on, I couldn't tell who he was, but later on I found out that was Dominique's brother.
Okay. But at the time you didn't recognize any?
I didn't know none of them.
How did you feel when you were out there telling them these things?
I felt very scared. I didn't know what to think. And then as soon as my son came out, as soon as Travis came out, the one with the shirt with the tattoos, sucker punched him in the head. And all of a sudden I seen a crowd of all of them jumping over Travis. And then my son DJ, he jumped in to try to protect his brother. And I'm watching a crowd of them all over, and I'm saying, come on, y'all, y'all all men, y'all need to leave, please leave. I say, the police gonna be coming. I had my phone, and you can see me just going in my phone, trying to open up the phone, and my mind just went blank because I had the security code on my phone, so I couldn't even think of the number because I was just so disbelieved that my son, they're gonna kill my son right in front of my eyes. Both of my sons was out there, and I didn't know what to do.
Why did you think they were going to kill your sons? What?
Because I seen all 5 of them. It wasn't 4. I seen 5 with my eyes.
In your mind, you thought there was 5.
In my mind, okay. I seen 3 on 2, 1 on 4. I mean, they was just switching up. So it was a lot of them piled on just on Travis until DJ decided to jump in and try to help to protect his brother.
Were you kind of in shock at this point?
I was terrified. I was scared. I was already thinking about my husband, that what had done happened to him with the violence and the gunshot. So I was scared.
When Travis came outside, did he have any weapons in his hand?
Travis didn't have any weapons. When he heard that the guy with the dreads, the long dreads with the high top said that, "Go back in the house. We come to handle this mall. We want Travis. That's when Travis came out. And then as soon as he came out, he was trying to say, before he even get a word out to the brother, that's when the guy with the shirt with the tattoos immediately jumped on him. And that's when all of them jumped on him.
And did you said the guy with the shirt?
The guy without the shirt with the tattoos.
Okay. And where did that happen? What part of your home?
It was in the front of my yard. Then it led into the front of my yard in the streets. Then it went to the side, and somehow Travis broke loose. And I'm seeing like different fights going on at one time, and I'm steady trying to tell him to please leave, please leave. I have cameras around my house. The police gonna be coming. Y'all just need to leave. And when Travis broke loose, he went inside. That's when he grabbed the gun.
Hold on, let me slow you down. Did you see Travis actually break loose?
No, I didn't see him because I was still trying to reasonable with all of them just to leave the house. So I didn't see him. When I seen him, when he did come out, that's when I ran towards him and said, "No, Travis, no, come on, Travis, come on, Travis."
Why'd you do that?
He said that they got my bro. They got my bro, man. They got DJ. My bro. They got my bro.
That objection is, the basis for that objection is denied.
Why were you grabbing Travis at that point?
Because at the time, I was trying to stop any escalation for anything else because I actually thought that DJ, I didn't even know he was still in danger.
You didn't know where he was at that point?
I didn't know where he was.
Did Travis point the gun at anybody?
No, he did not point the gun at anybody. When I grabbed Travis and I said, "No, Travis, no," he said, "Mom, they got my bro." Then I realized that my other son was in danger. And then I was with Travis at the time. And there was the guy with the shirt with the tattoos right beside me. I was in the middle and Travis was on the other side. And he said, "Mom, you need to go back in the house." And that's when I ran in the house.
Did you see Travis trying to load the gun or
No,
do anything to get it to work?
no.
Your knowledge, does Travis practice at a shooting range and knows how to use his firearms?
I know he has his permit. I know he went to the shooting range. Yes.
Okay. But you didn't see him having any difficulty trying to load the gun or anything like that?
No.
The guy without the shirt on, do you remember if he was saying anything to Travis when he saw him with the firearm?
I can't say what he was saying, but I know it was either "I got this" or "You got this," and that's when Travis say, "Go in the house, Ma, go in the house." And I ran into the house. And at the time I ran into the house, I was trying to call the police. I was very fearful for my life and my children's life. And then you could see me on the phone trying to get into my phone to even call the police. Thank God I had neighbors that did call the police.
Why
I
did you use the kitchen phone?
You know what? I didn't even realize I still had the phone in my hand. When I ran into the house, that's when I realized that my phone was in my hand. I was trying to stop him to get the call, and then Travis came in and he said,
Hold on, let me slow you down. So when you're outside and Travis says, "They got my bro," did you know what he was talking about?
he was talking about my son DJ. He said, "They got my bro, like they got DJ, Mom, they got DJ."
Did you know where DJ was at that time?
No,
You didn't see him.
no,
And before you went in the house, could you see DJ?
no,
So you lost sight of him.
yes.
There's been some allegation that someone may have pointed a gun at your sons before the actual shooting. Are you able to say whether anyone pointed a gun at either one of your sons while you were out there?
No, because it was so broad. It was going so fast. I was trying to de-escalate, so I can't say I seen the gun or anything. All I know, when my sons came back in the house.
No, I'm talking about during the incident in the yard before you went in the house.
No.
All right. Could you say they didn't point guns at your sons?
I can't say. Because there was a brawl I'm trying to de-escalate everything between each one of them.
All right, were you kind of totally out of your mind at this point?
Yes.
Did you see people use these strange men? Did you see them using fist and feet or just fist?
I seen them using anything that's necessary to try to kill my son. I have bricks out there. I have everything out there that you can actually do bodily harm without even having a gun or anything. So I seen two fights going on at one time with a prowler man.
All right. And where did the fight? You said Travis you didn't see when he went in the house, right? Only when he came out?
Only when he came out.
You know where he was before he went in the house or not really?
No.
How about DJ? Do you know where he went?
No.
So you kind of lost sight of everything.
I got sight of everything because it just happened so fast in a matter of seconds.
Let me ask you this. Did you see any strange cars near your home at all?
No.
You don't know how these men got to your home or left your home, do you?
No.
So you go in your home. Do you hear anything after that?
When I go in my home, I heard gunshots. And then
How many you heard or no, it's too hard to tell?
I can't tell. I was so afraid and scared and traumatized. I couldn't say.
Are you crying?
Yes.
So after the gunshots, you obviously can't say anything, right? How it happened or what happened?
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay. So you're in your home. What happens next?
Then I was trying to get into my phone. I had my phone. My mind just went blank. I couldn't even think of because I have a security code on my phone. And immediately when Travis came in, he said, "Ma, you all right? You all right?" He said,
Travis comes in first.
Travis come in first.
You have a gun with him?
Yes, he had the gun.
Right.
And then he said, Ma, you okay? You okay? He said, I thought my life was gone. I thought my brother and my life was gone. These guys had guns pointed at us, and I thought our life was gone. And then DJ came right in after him.
I'm sorry, let me slow you down. How was Travis's demeanor? How was he talking to you?
He was traumatized. All of us was just in fear for our life because we didn't know if they had someone to come back or they'll come back and shoot the shit up just like Dominique instructed.
Is Travis normally a calm man?
Yes.
Normally?
Yes.
Did you ever see Travis get into fights in school?
Never had a problem with any of my kids in school.
And Daryl either?
No.
So you said Daryl or DJ comes in next?
Yes.
Is he crying or what's his demeanor like?
He was he was really worse than Travis because he thought his life was going to be taken. He said, Mama, they had guns pointed at me. I thought my life was going to be taken. And we all like traumatized. And I'm trying to call the police and I couldn't get in my phone. I thank God for all of my neighbors that really, because we have a very good neighborhood. Everybody's like a family around there. We have never had any problem like this. Okay. So when they called, then I heard the sirens and I heard the police. So I know someone was coming there.
When Daryl came home and he said he had guns pointed at him, what else did he tell you? Anything else?
He said, Ma, I thought my life was going to be over. I thought we all was going to be gone.
Did he give you any details about where the guns were or who was holding them or not at that point?
No.
All right. How about Travis? Did he give you any details about the guns pointed at him?
No, you just said I thought my life was going to be over. I seen all of them pointing a gun at me, and I was trying to protect my brother, and I thought I just tried to just get them all away, and the threat is gone.
Did he tell you that he shot at them?
Actually, it's like I know he shot at them because he didn't actually say that he shot at them, but I figured that he did because the gun that he had and the gunshots that he had, yes.
Okay, you have some water there? You need any water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what happened after that? What did y'all do after this happened? Were you all in shock, or did you calm down, or what happened?
We was in shock. My heart was just running. I relive this every day. I don't sleep. This has affected me mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, even with my health. I relive this every day. And just to see this going on, just to know that this girl betrayed and she deceived and not knowing that she was even married, it really hurt.
So while you're in the house, does your daughter come home?
Yes.
Your home, rather.
Yes.
Are you expecting her?
Yes, because she went out to a party and she know I don't sleep at night, and she told me that she was going to bring me my food so I could have it for the next morning, and she know I'd be up, so I was expecting her to come.
Were you even thinking about her coming at this point, or?
At the time, I know I didn't. I was so traumatized.
All right. What did Travis do with the firearm? Do you know?
I think he put it in his room on his closet shelf. I'm not for sure, but I know he did get out of sight.
Do you know why he did that? Did he tell you?
Just for safety.
You know if he took the bullets out of the gun? Would you?
No.
Do you remember how long before your daughter came?
They was at the party, so I say it could have been about a half an hour, maybe to 45 minutes.
Before your daughter came, did any of the police come knocking on your door, or were they outside yelling, come on out, or anything like that?
That was after the fight.
Okay. So before that, you just heard sirens, and
Yes, I heard the sirens and the police
did you hear a helicopter also whirling
and
around?
helicopters. Correct.
How about lights, like police lights? Did you see them strobing around
Yes.
through your windows?
Well, actually, I didn't see them. I just heard the sirens and the helicopters and the police.
Why didn't you go outside during this time period? Why didn't you just?
I was so traumatized. I was such in shock that I just couldn't believe it, and I didn't know if even if I went outside, I'm going to end up getting killed or shot.
By the police, possibly.
Yes,
So did the three of you wait inside the living room area most of the time?
yes.
And when your daughter came over, did she come with anybody?
She came with my son-in-law Johnny.
Okay. Was he an ex-FBI agent?
Yes,
And did anyone, well, not anyone, but did Travis ask your daughter to hide any evidence or take anything?
no,
Did you ever see your son's phone at all that night?
no,
You don't know what happened earlier in the night with his phone, possibly?
no.
So Tierney gives you the food, and does she basically leave?
Yes,
And did the police at that point come to you or knock on your door and say, come on out?
yes.
All right. Before that happened, did anyone stop Tierney from coming in your house?
Did anyone stop my daughter from coming in my house? No,
How about when they left? You don't know what happened to them
I
personally?
don't know what personally happened to them till later.
Okay. All right, so eventually the police come to your door?
Yes.
Tell us what happens. What do you remember?
Well, I heard them. They must be had a speaker and said that Travis Rudolph, we need you to come out with your hands up. And then following out the Travis, they want anybody that was in the home to come out with their hands up.
All right, hold on. Let me slow you down. Did Travis go outside?
Yes,
Did he comply with what they told him?
yes.
Did you see him outside, or you couldn't see what he was doing?
I couldn't see until after I started coming out.
All right, so Travis went out first.
Yes.
And how many police were there? Were there many police officers?
When I came out, it was surrounded with police officers and dogs, and it was a lot of them.
How many would you estimate?
I could say about at least 10 or 15.
You said there was more than one dog, multiple dogs?
I don't know how many dogs. I just know it was a dog out there.
What was the dog doing?
I guess he was trying to know if he run just to go attack him.
Right, but was the dog barking or growling or quiet?
He was, it was a dog. I can't say actually what he was doing because at the time I was so scared, and I just know it was a dog.
Did you have guns pointed at you?
I had a flashlight. I don't know about with Travis, but I had forgot I had my phone in my hand. So I had my hand up with the phone in my hand. And as I was going out, it was a bright light. And I said, please don't shoot. Please don't shoot. And that's when I came and seen a lot of police that was around me.
Okay. Did you see Travis in handcuffs?
Yes.
Did you see where they took Travis?
They put him down in the police car almost about 3 or 4 houses away from my house.
Were you able to talk to him anymore?
Actually, I really couldn't talk to him because they had already had him locked up in the car.
Did you believe he was arrested right away
Oh, he was arrested right away because he had handcuffs on him
and put in a car?
in the car.
Okay. The back of a police car?
Yes.
Was he handcuffed behind his back?
I can't tell because I wasn't able to get to the car. I was like nearby the car, but I couldn't see in the car. All I know, he was handcuffed. I seen his hand that was cuffed.
How about you? Were you handcuffed?
No,
How about DJ or Darryl?
no.
All right. So when you're outside and you see all this, all these police officers, obviously you're scared, right?
Yes,
Whole height since you got home, you were scared.
yes.
You know what time it was in the morning when the police were there, or not really?
It had to be about close to 1 something, maybe a little after.
Is that a guess?
That's a guess.
All right. Did there come a time when you went outside where the police asked you any questions or tried to ask you any questions?
No, because I think one policeman said something, and I said, not going to speak to anyone until I have my lawyer.
You remember who that was?
I don't remember.
Was it a female?
No, it was a male.
Did any female police officers give you a business card and say, call us tomorrow or the next day when you have your lawyer, a week later or a month later?
I don't recall and I don't remember. I just remember talking to a man police officer when I was out there near Travis' vehicle by the car.
Did you tell the police officer anything about what Travis's defense was?
Well, when I was talking to the male police officer, I said that this was self-defense and I'm not speaking to anybody until I have my lawyer.
Why didn't you talk to the police?
Because I was told not to talk to him, but when he came up, I was so afraid and traumatized that I was like, this is self-defense. I said, I can't talk right now until I have my lawyer.
All right. Will you advise that you're going to possibly get subpoenaed and have to go give a statement right away?
No, I didn't. No one said anything to me.
All right. Well, why didn't you call the police a day later or a month later and say, or a week later, any time and say, hey, this is what really happened from my perspective? Why didn't you do that?
I didn't call the police because I was waiting for my lawyer and I was waiting for them to actually call me.
You're waiting for the police to call you.
Correct.
They never did?
No.
Did you trust the police after they arrested your son right away?
Well, I don't say that I don't trust. There are some good policemen and bad policemen, but the way the situation happened, no, I did not trust them.
Why?
Because I felt that they didn't do no investigation to see what really happened. And with my son being taken and not knowing what the full facts was, I was afraid, even for my other son, that he would have been locked up as well.
Okay. So it was not a good situation. Right?
Right.
You thought that Darrell would possibly get arrested by the same police?
Yes.
Okay, attend to the witness. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, need a break of any kind before we get into cross-examination? Apparently not. Okay. Who's going to handle cross-examine? All right, Ms. Ellis, go ahead.